Good morning, good evening to everybody all around the world. How are you all doing? Hope you're all really well. So sorry for the delay in our start. We had such a very enthusiastic meeting here in Trieste that we're not able to stop on time. I'm really sorry about that. But we're really looking forward to hearing from those national chapters who sent in their applications to do some wonderful events to coincide with our General Assembly. And just to give you listeners, members out there that are watching, just to remind you where all of our national chapters are worldwide. So we have 44 OWSD national chapters, and you can see that we have most of our national chapters actually in number are in Africa, but we also have national chapters in Asia, Latin America, and the Arab region. And if you just follow me around this world map from the top left-hand corner, you can see these lovely logos as well. As you go around, each national chapter has designed its own logo, kind of developing the OWSD logo theme. So we have Nigeria, which is the national chapter with the most members in the whole world. I think you have something like 2,500 Nigerian members and 13 sub-branches of your OWSD national chapter. So huge numbers of supporters in Nigeria. We really appreciate you and welcome you. And then we have Cameroon, Egypt, Palestine, Jordan, Turkey, Iran, China, Myanmar, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Malaysia, Indonesia, Nepal, India, Sri Lanka, Mauritius, Sudan, Yemen, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Rwanda, Zambia, Malawi, Mozambique, Tanzania, Namibia, Uruguay, Brazil, Botswana, South Africa, Peru, Senegal, Ghana, Honduras, and last but not least, Guatemala. The yellow color on the map are those chapters that were established just in 2020. And then the dark green are all of those that were established before then. So the idea of the national chapters is that when there are more than 20 members in any one country, you can get together and set up a national chapter, and you can start organizing events that are relevant to women scientists in your country. And then you can get together with other countries in your region, and you can do workshops, you can do conferences and presentations. And we're going to hear from 14, we're going to get 14 presentations from national chapters around the world. They're going to tell us what they've been doing, what events they've created. Many of them have focused their events all today, and they've managed to bring their members in person for a meeting. This was the only way that we thought we could have in-person events during COVID, because the whole conference had to go online, but you could still meet in your own countries. And that's what we've done here in Trieste this morning in Italy. And now we're going to find out from you all what you've been up to. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce Clancy Bonilla, who is the chair of the Guatemalan National Chapter, which is obviously based in the Latin America and Caribbean region. Clancy is actually the vice president of OWSD Executive Board. And in Latin America, we now have 10 national chapters. 5 were new in 2021: Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, Mexico, and El Salvador. And Clancy tells us that Nicaragua is also coming soon, but we also have chapters in Uruguay and Mexico and Peru. And Latin America is our fastest growing region. We had more members in Latin America last year than any other region. And that is largely thanks to the fantastic efforts of the Guatemala National Chapter and the other chapters they've established in Central America. So over to you, Clancy, over to Guatemala.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure for me to send warmest regards to all our sisters in all these different countries. Let me share my screen, and I'll take 5 minutes to talk about my region, Latin America. Thank you, Tonia, very much for allowing me to interact with my fellow sisters from all around the world. And 5 minutes to talk about my national chapter, Guatemala. As Tonia mentioned, my name is Clancy Bonilla. I'm Vice President for the 2021-2025 period for Latin America and the Caribbean region. I'll try to be very brief. Let me just check the time, and sharing so many exciting news, but also the challenges that you have to overcome. Here, I just want to share with you some thoughts about the participation of Latin America and the Caribbean region in the 6th General Assembly and International, Conference from OWSD. We celebrate the increasing visibility of Latin America and the Caribbean region within our OWSD global community. This is one of, among the most exciting and motivating parts of being part of this global community. We get to know and learn from all of you, and hopefully also share what are the conditions and what we face in our own region. As women engage in science and research, we also celebrate the participation of our fellow and dear colleague, Dr. Hannah Rodriguez Hertz, who preceded me in this position. Also, we were part of the poster sessions. We interacted with many other national chapters. And of course, I want to highlight the participation of Guatemala as a local hub initiative. Some general indicators of our region. We have 24 countries registered from the 148 members represented in our community. It means we close, as Tonia mentioned, this year with nearly 50% of Latin American and the Caribbean countries with national chapters established. We have 10 already established, plus one, which is Nicaragua, soon to be confirmed. And we represent 20% of the total membership. You see, 1,510 members over the total grant as of yesterday, 7,742 OWSD members all around the world. It means we are 23% as a region of the whole established national chapters. But here are some interesting figures. We have, how is the Latin American and Caribbean participation in the OWSD programs? We represent, as you can see, 1% of the awardees in this recognition. We represent 6% of the early career grants being awarded and 1% of the PhD fellows. We are going to work to increase all these numbers and hopefully to increase our presence and participation. Here is what Tonia already mentioned. The left part, we have all the national chapters that have been established so far, and the pending that we are already working with. Exciting news from Chile, Venezuela, Paraguay, Dominican Republic, very advanced stages. We hope that the first half of next year, all of them will have established national chapters. Here are the two humble, we will humbly try to represent our region. My name, as I mentioned, Clancy Bonilla from Guatemala, but also my fellow sister from Ecuador, Patricia Castillo, who is a regional representative. Now, what are the following steps in our region for the 2020? As I mentioned, exciting news from Chile, Venezuela, and Dominican Republic, Paraguay, already in the advanced stages of organization. And we will try also to engage more within our region. You see, Central America has some particularities, but also South America and the Caribbean. So we want to get to know each other more within our region, but also interact with our fellows and sisters from OWSD in Africa, in the the Arab countries, and also in Asia Pacific. So much to learn and to share. Now, moving quickly to our role as, I guess, the only Latin American country that is participating as a local hub. We have 7-hour differences, time difference with Trieste. That's why we have 3 in-person gatherings later today. They are going to take place in the afternoon in Guatemala, but it's going to be very late at night in Italy. That's why we are not connecting from that side. Our original proposal was to engage other Central American very close neighboring countries. However, then we adjusted to only focus on our own national chapter in Guatemala because we are the most numerous and in our region. For you to have an idea, Brazil, which is a gigantic country, has 160 members, very impressive. But we have 440 members. We are the third most numerous among the 44 national chapters in the OWSD global community. And we plan 4 main activities. 3 networking activities and 1 storytelling contest. As you can see here, what we tried is Guatemala is a very small country, 19 million population, roughly the size of South Korea, I mean, in terms of geographic size. However, we are highly concentrated. So what we tried here is to have in-person gatherings in 3 venues, in 3 cities, away from the capital city. So our Guatemalan fellow OWSD members could participate in other areas of our country. Only 3 more slides and I complete my participation. The other activity was a storytelling contest, open to all 440 members, Guatemalan members from our national chapter, to share in less than 1 minute all their story, what they are studying, I mean the field of research that they follow. And happily, we had 10 participants, all of them have been recognized, and the results are all these stories that will be available after today, because we will release the results and all the details about their stories. So this is what we have planned for today. We're very happy. You see, it's very mixed feelings what we have, because this is going to be the first time in 2 years that we have in-person gathering, and there is this excitement, but also a lot of measurements to prevent. So you see all these restrictions due to COVID, but we're very happy, and we hope to increase our interactions with each and every one of you. Thank you for your attention, and I think I would stop my intervention here within the allocated time. Thank you.
Thank you, Kleinzie. Thank you for a wonderful presentation and for telling us what's going on, not just in Guatemala, but in Latin America. And I know that you've had a lot of influence and responsibility for all of those national chapters being established. Extremely ambitious as well. The number that you expect to do next year, I think if you manage to get all of those national chapters on board next year, we need to invent some kind of prize. I think that would be the biggest number ever. So fantastic, thank you. And actually, Guatemala was the only national chapter represented from Latin America this year, because we just only received the application from Guatemala. So now we're moving on to the Arab countries. And in the Arab region, we have 6 national chapters, and you can see they are in Morocco, Egypt, Sudan, Yemen, Jordan and Palestine. And in fact, we just had our most recent one in Morocco approved in 2021. And often the national chapters, actually, they kind of correspond to where we have our programs, the eligible countries for our programs. And in fact, in the Arab region, we historically only had 3 eligible countries, so it's not surprising that we haven't had so many national chapters established yet. But we think that that will change also, and we're looking forward now to hearing from Jordan. Hi, Jordan. I think we have Sokina Al-Qatanwe. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly. I'm sure I didn't. Hi, Jordan.
Hi. Okay, thank you so much. Actually, we are the OWSD Jordan National Chapter based in Amman at the Jordan Society for Scientific Research, Entrepreneurship, and Creativity. We were established in October 19. We have 33 members. To celebrate the General Assembly and International Conference, we organized Jordan Local Hub here, where we met with our national chapter members and organized a mentoring workshop led by Dr. Nancy Hakouz. In this mentor workshop, actually, we managed to get to learn more about mentoring ideas, mentoring benefits, and so on. Actually, also we have managed to connect with our networks that we were unable actually to network with them in person because of the COVID pandemic, okay? But now, thankfully, we gathered together and we got to know a lot about each other. I would like to ask, okay, our host institution president, Prof. Rida Khawalde, he would like to add some comments about this event.
Well, thank you. Good afternoon. I'm sure some countries, good morning to everybody. Actually, today I am so proud of having this gathering of the Jordan chapter of the OWSD at Jordan Society for Scientific Research, Creativity, and Entrepreneurship. Actually, this society is established to support scientists, entrepreneurs, and we have a lot of focus on women issues in science. So today, actually, it's a great opportunity for us to have the chapter to meet and gather here at the society, and at the same time to be with all of you from the world. At the society, we will be very happy and pleased to put every effort in order to support the Jordan chapter at any time. And I am so proud of Dr. Rana, Dr. Nancy, and this group of eminent scientists from Jordan who are member of the OWSD. So thank you so much and have a nice assembly.
Thank you, Professor Rida. Actually, here in Jordan National Chapter, we are committed to continue supporting women in the STEM field and in any other fields. And we would actually like to be included more in many activities that will be managed or organized by OWSD. My colleague, Dr. Fadwa Al-Halaika, would like to comment about this issue.
Hi everyone, I'm Fadwa Al-Halaika. I would like to highlight something all of the members of OWSD Jordan chapter, they hope and they love from OWSD in order to find the scheme for the researchers in chapters like Morocco, Egypt, Jordan, to be involved in all OWSD activities and opportunities, whether the fellowships or whether the fund opportunities for the project or for the conferences. Actually here in these countries, whether in Jordan or Egypt or Morocco, it's difficult to find person or sponsors to support the chapter's activities and members. So we hope from OWSD to look for this recommendation, and we will try our efforts to highlight these issues and our activities in order to improve the woman views and scheme and image in Jordan. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And on behalf of all the members of OWSD National Chapter and our friends, okay, we would like the OWSD to thank the OWSD General Assembly for giving us this opportunity to join you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sokhina. Thank you so much, OWSD Jordan National Chapter. It's wonderful to see you on camera. Thank you all for your participation. We really look forward to seeing more of you and to working with you to link more the chapters in the Arab region. Thank you. Now we go over to Morocco, and we have Abidi Ilham. Good morning, good afternoon, yes. Ilham.
Good
How are
morning.
you?
Good evening. Good evening, Tanya.
Nice to see you.
Me too, Tanya. I would like to share my screen.
Please do.
You can see it?
Yes, we can see, yeah. You just need to put the PowerPoint presentation on.
No, you can see my screen?
Yes, we can see the website, but I think you need to click on the PowerPoint down below.
Below, where?
Keep going down. Down, down, down. That's it, to the left. There you go.
Yeah, okay.
You can put it on full screen, exactly.
Okay, you can see
Yes,
my
we
screen
can see
now?
perfectly. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dr. Tonya, and my gratitude goes also to Dr. Jennifer and all OWSD families for giving me this unique opportunity to introduce for the first time our national chapter. Which is based, as you know, we are recently established. We are based in Casablanca city at the Al Sahm Women Organization. We were established on March 19, 2021, and we have a total of 29 members. So our executive committee is composed by Ilham Abidi as a chair, Adra Idrisi as a co-chair, and we are also Khadija Haikar, our lovely secretary, and Hafsa Melawi as a treasurer. Here you can see our wonderful logo that we have designed, which is our pride and our belonging. Let's celebrate the General Assembly and the International Conference. For that, we organized 2 online events. The first one on November 17, for networking and exchanging between the national chapter members. It was a session of sharing new activities and scientific projects and motivating young scientists to dream, work, and persevere because nothing is impossible. The first event that we organized is networking on November 18. It is about networking and learning by successful stories with the OWSD Arab region chapters, especially Jordan and Egypt. We're teaming up for a powerful Arab chapters. You can see here one picture that I picked from the first event. We are with us Khadija Haikar, our secretary. So the next is I picked it from the second event. As you can see here, we invited some of celebrated and expert women scientists from Arab region. We are with us, Dr. Rana Dajani from Jordan National Chapter, and Dr. Mervat Fouda from Egypt, OWSD Egypt National Chapter. We also invited Dr. Amal Amin. She's founder of Women in Science Without Borders initiative. In Morocco, we invited also some celebrated and influencers women scientists, such as Dr. Raja Sharqawi, which is she is specialized in nuclear physics, and Mina Alawi Kamal, an environmentalist expert. and a chemical doctor who is Ibtisam Nafah. As our activities plan for 2022, we intend to organize some seminar tours to Moroccan universities to introduce our national chapter and promote our message towards women empowerment, girl and women involvement in the STEAM field, women role in leadership in different fields, even in their families, raise awareness regarding gender equality, and raise women voices regarding our country development challenges and highlight their contribution. We'll organize also some series of online training courses under the theme Roadmap for Successful Scientific Research, and 2 webinars. The first one titled Women in STEAM, How to Balance Career and Family Responsibilities. The second one is Agricultural Scientific Research, which plays in the achievements of Sustainable Development Goals. We will also organize some interviews with inspiring successful stories in order to motivate the young scientists. And before closing, I would like, since it is Friday, a very special day in the Moroccan tradition, I would like to share with you one of the most delicious and common dishes in the world. It is Moroccan couscous that I not yet eat it. I will do after, after the conference. And I would like also to thank my colleague and my friend, my dear friend, Huda Abasalim and Sukaina Al-Qatauna for their continual support. They give us the guideline, the necessary guideline to establish our national chapter. And thank you for all.
Thank you so much, Ilham and Vidi. It's so lovely to see all of the wonderful events that you've organized. And I must say, in particular, to see the wonderful food that you've prepared.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We've all enjoyed your presentation. A round of applause here in Trieste. And now we're moving on to Palestine, where we have Amira Shaheen. Amira, are you there? Hello, Amira. I can see you. I can see Amira's room, but I can't see Amira. I think Palestine doesn't realize that they're on right now. We could go instead to Gaza. Is OWSD Gaza listening? Yes, I can see OWSD Gaza. Hi, OWSD Gaza. We'll come to you first, and then we hope that Amira will realize and she'll get back online in a minute.
Yes, I hope so. Because she wants to give more about the chapter, and then I will talk a little bit about the event.
Okay, but go ahead. Oh, no, we have a hand up from OWSD Palestine. Hi, is Amira there? We'll go straight to Gaza, and then we'll come back to Palestine. Is that okay? Hala?
Yes, no problem. I will talk very shortly about our event here in Gaza. We were planned to be one event in West Bank with my colleagues in Ramallah, but unfortunately because of the political situation, and we have been divided politically to 2 regions, West Bank and Gaza, we couldn't make it to travel to West Bank and have one event. So that's the reason we have 2 events in parallel in Ramallah and in Gaza. In Gaza, we succeed to cover 20 women. Most of them are colleagues from universities and from other institutes in Gaza. We have 5 presentations, poster presentations, and these presentations, poster presentations, were talked about different topics. For example, one topic was concentrated about getting some feedback from students of undergraduate universities in Gaza about their knowledge and trust in electronic payment. And there's another presentation which is about collecting data about patients who have surgeries in their eyes to be having like a sort of database served or researchers in Palestine. And another presentation, which is from a colleague from Islamic University. She has a project where she collected all researches, paper and data. Mainly data is a future work, but all paper published in international journals with impact factors and reservoir in the local universities in Palestine. And she presented her works also today. And I have also a presentation about heart surgery and what kind of new techniques have been used in Gaza and patients in Gaza to avoid difficulties and further complications after surgery for people who specially made surgeries before in their heart. So for the second technique, they avoid cutting the external part of the chest. And so they do some fantastic surgery, which called minimum invasive surgery. And I think there was one more presentation which talked about how to use a solar system to help ladies in their houses for cooking equipment. And I think these are the 5 presentations that have been done during this session. I have a presentation, but I thought maybe Amira will give it. We have also wonderful foods like our colleagues from Morocco, wonderful sweets like baklava and collage, and we would love to have you here in Gaza to enjoy our sea, which is we share with Trieste. It's Mediterranean Sea, to share our foods and culture. I hope that Amira succeeds to be with us now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for speaking to us from Gaza, Hala, and
you are welcome.
Thank you
very much.
also for.
If Amira is not here yet, I can introduce the member of the chapter.
I think Amira. I think that they should be coming on. They have their microphones.
Okay,
they have their microphone on, but I mean, also the reality of your situation, that the national chapter, basically you weren't able to travel to see each other, is very indicative of the difficulties that you face there. Hi, Amira, over to you.
Here's Amira.
Hi, Tonya and everyone. I apologize for this technical problem. Now I'm back. Thanks a lot for my colleague Hala that talk about Gaza. Now I wish to talk about.
I think maybe does Gaza need to stop sharing the screen, sharing your presentation?
This is the screen from Ramallah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, you can see the program, aren't you?
Yes, we can see. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is me. I mean, this is from Ramallah. So thanks a lot, and this is our first participation in this amazing assembly. I'll start to give an overview about our chapter. So 2 years ago, a group of scientific researchers met together in order to establish the Palestinian OWSD National Chapter, or OWSD Palestine National Chapter. This meeting was held in Balas, the stand for Palestinian Academy for Advancement in Science and Technology, which is our umbrella. This group formed the steering committee. I start by identify these as the members of the steering committee, starting from Dr. Ayman Al-Haj Dawood, Dr. Wafa Khater, Dr. Arish Khatib, Dr. Ilham Khatib, Dr. Shahinaz Najjar, Professor Hal Al-Khazandar, And if you can see that for Palestine, we do have two speeches, and this is because Gaza wasn't able to join us here in Ramallah. And my colleague Hala is our representative in Gaza, and myself. So when we met, we start thinking that we need a logo. And here come the collaboration between us and our members. So this logo was designed by one of our members called Arij. Unfortunately, Arij wasn't able to join our meeting today. You might ask yourself what this logo means. We here in the Palestinian chapter love to talk about our logo. So if you can see, it's like represent a mind of a woman, and through this mind there's flying blocks. These flying blocks sketching at the periodic table elements or part of it, and together it composes Palestine.
Sorry, Rumbidzai Mukuri, can you turn your microphone off? Sorry.
Sorry?
I'm echo. Thank you.
So the other things that we work at is the
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, we're asking you if you can turn your microphone off, please, because we can hear the interference. Sorry.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello.
Hello, Rumbidzai, can you please turn your microphone off? Amira, sorry about this. We're trying to get them. Sorry. We'll see if we can turn it off here.
Maybe I should turn off Zimbabwe one.
Okay. Please go ahead, Amira.
So in that first meeting, of the other things that we discussed is the launch. Unfortunately, our launch was cancelled because a day before, we had a country locked down due to COVID-19. Yet, this doesn't stop us. We continue working virtually, meeting our members. We started by 7 members who were like the steering committee, and we now ended up to be 107 members. And 101 from them are like full members, 7 are friends of OWSD. And we're planning over the next year to increase these members. That's why here we're having lots of young generations and representatives from different universities in order to help in disseminating and promoting our chapter in the universities. Of the other things that we had the help of our members on was developing this amazing brochure. Thanks to Hala and her team, which is the communication group that developed this brochure. In this brochure, you can see that we have the objective of the chapter as well in both Arabic and English, because here we are speaking Arabic, as well as how to be a member with OWSD Palestine National Chapter, and the different websites that we do have: Facebook, the LinkedIn, the webpage of our chapter. So for today, Local Hub, we have different activities. If you saw the first slide, I start with the program. So we start with the networking together. As I mentioned, over the last 2 years, we were just only meeting virtually. Of course, the executive, we used to have face-to-face meeting, but not with the general members. So this is our first, today marks our first face-to-face meeting. So we started with the networking. At the same time, there are different poster presentations were there. And these poster presentations focus at a work done by researchers in Palestine around COVID-19, as well as some of these posters talked about health system in Palestine, mainly during COVID-19 as well. So I'll talk about, oh, sorry. I can't see that. I can't slide. So I'll talk about our future plan. For future, we're planning to expand our network with other organizations. So far, we are doing networking at individual level, but for future, we are planning to network with other organizations and use their expertise there in order to help our members. And we are planning as well to expand our network with schools and universities. I mentioned earlier about universities, but we have as well planned to start going into the schools and talk about science. And we are planning to connect with women research networks regionally and at global level. Actually, we start at regional level because we are part of the OWSD Arab countries. So I know most of my colleagues who presented just now through this network. We are planning as well to support all leadership and internship among Palestinian women. And part of the representative of this internship were earlier in this meeting. So thank you very much. And back to you, Tonya.
Thank you, Amira. Thank you so much for your presentation and for all of the great work that you're doing in Palestine, despite many, many challenges that you have there. Now we're leaving the Arab region and we're going across to the Asia-Pacific region, where you can see that we have 11 national chapters in Turkey, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, Myanmar, China, Malaysia, and Indonesia. And we also have the first ever grouped national chapter in Central Asia, where we have Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Kazakhstan. And that's because it's extremely difficult for those countries to get enough members to create their own national chapter, so they wanted to get together and create a Central Asian chapter. So if anybody else finds themselves in that situation, this might be a solution in other countries too. So we're going over now to Myanmar, which is also obviously in a very difficult situation, but even so have managed to get together today to... Hi, Myanmar. Amy, are you there?
Hello. Yes, we are here.
Hello, Amy. Nice to see you again. How are you?
Yes, we are fine.
Can you put the presentation on full screen view?
Yes. Now we are screen sharing. Can you see her?
We can see. We can just put it on the full screen so that we can see it better. In presentation mode, if you can.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, my name is Omalin. On behalf of our OWSD General National Chapter, I will represent our about the national chapter activities and today activities. I would like to report on behalf of our Myanmar national chapter. Now we start. Firstly, I'd like to introduce.
Amy, I can see you've got 28 slides. That might be rather too many.
Yes, just photo. Don't worry, we will be finished in time. Just okay.
Okay. Less is more.
Yes, so firstly, I would like to introduce about Myanmar National Chapter. Yes, our national Myanmar chapter was established in June 2008 and to aim to provide networking, the opportunity and the information sharing between the scientists and researchers in Myanmar in order to increase women participation in the governance and administration of science as well as in technical research. It's aim to build a strong network to share resources and knowledge between national chapter members and the international OWSD members. Our Myanmar National Chapter hosted at the Plant Biotechnology Center, Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Irrigation. It's located in Mingalodon Township, Yangon, and Myanmar. There are about 35 members of Myanmar National Chapter, and there are our members lists of the National Chapter, and these are our activities. OWSD Myanmar launched National Chapter on 5th November 2018. The National Chapter initiated knowledge sharing about the OWSD and Myanmar National Chapter. There are PhD follower, OWSD member attends the international conferences, information sharing seminar in the celebration of the Diamond Jubilee anniversary of Yangon University on December 2019. OWSD completed their PhD study and second executive member meeting held virtually. And then we reformed the OWSD Myanmar National Chapter, and the new member list is attached above the table. There are several international meetings were held to improve the national chapter. There are many activities of our OWSD member. We hold the knowledge sharing session and although the seminar, and there are collaboration with our national chapter. The collaboration with Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Irrigation to share the information about OWSD Myanmar National Chapter, and the opportunity of women scientists and new generation. We also collaborated with Department of Physics, Yangon University, to raise public awareness about the OWSD and its opportunity for new generation and female scientists in research and development section. The Bangladesh National Chapter invited us to collaborate in the upcoming webinar to give a presentation with the title of Women Scientists in Agricultural Sector, Myanmar Under COVID. There are some photos of Myanmar National Chapter launched on 2018 at Yangon. There we also have our activity. We have the quarterly meeting of OWSD Myanmar National Chapter. These candidates they're attending the international conference. And also there are some of our activities. The introduction about OWSD Myanmar National Chapter. These photos shows about their information sharing session held in Yangon University. And after the late 2019, as you know, there was a COVID-19 pandemic disease outbreak in here also. So after 2020 and 2021, we have the knowledge sharing session, and our seminar are held regularly, but virtually these activities. We have knowledge sharing with the Winston R.A. She is also the Yale Fellow. She got the Yale Fellow grant from 2019. And they got the PhD on February 2020 and June 2020. They are also the OWSD fellows. They completed their degree. And also, these fellows are member completion of their PhD degree during the September 2021 and September 2021.
Amy, you just have 1 minute left.
Yes, yes.
And can you tell us about the activities that you've been doing? Can you tell us about the activities that you've been doing?
Yes, there's the internal meeting we have also. And then these are the detailed activities of Myanmar National Chapter. And then here, our program, there's 2 parts. Firstly, we have the seminar joining with the Department of Agriculture, Department of Research, Agriculture Research, and Department of BSc in Agriculture University with joining after our events. And then second part is we have workshop on the climate change and climate smart agriculture. There we invited there as Uday Su, the former associate professor of BSc in Agriculture University. And then we have the poster session also, and their future plan of our national chapter. Finally, on behalf of Myanmar National Chapter, we would like to thank you for your supporting, and also we are also very happy to join this event. And then we have the memorable activities of the 6th General Assembly. And thank you for your supporting, and thanks for your kind attention to all. This is the kind end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Myanmar. Thank you very much here from Trieste. We all thank you so much for your presentation. Great to see that you're collaborating with Bangladesh as well. And now we're moving on to Nepal, where we have our OWSD Early Career Fellow Hemu Kafle is going to present from Nepal. It must be around about, is it 9 o'clock in Nepal right now in the evening? You need to unmute your microphone.
Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you now, Hemu.
Okay, so it's almost 8:20 p.m. in Nepal, and we all are having our dinner right now.
Buon appetito.
Okay, so I'll be presenting my slides. Sharing our slides. Let me see.
Yes, we can see perfectly. I think you stopped sharing. Yeah, there you are.
Okay, so
perfect.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Hemu Kafle from Nepal.
Oh, Myanmar, can you turn your microphone off? Go ahead, Hemu.
Now you can hear me.
Hello, Hemu.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm presenting. Can you hear, right?
Yes, can hear you perfectly.
Okay. So these are the pictures of Nepali women before establishing the Nepal National Chapter, and we established our chapter in 2019, March 29. Okay, so we are the EC member, our first executive committee of OWSN, that is OWSD Nepal chapter. The short form is OWSN. And chair myself, vice chair Professor Dr. Sadhna ma'am, secretary Ms. Sabina Khatri, treasurer Dr. Shobha Baudel, member Padmaja Pradhan, member Professor Sabiti Tripathi, Professor Dr. Sunila Rai, Ms. Susila Pandit, and Ms. Lakshmi Devi Marjan. We almost are here today. And Somebody are taking their dinner that side. It's okay. So can you change the slide? Okay, so we have done many things related to improving the science and technology, especially the education sector in Nepal. After we have established, this is our first interaction program. We here in Nepal, we are 5 early career fellow members, fellow recipients. So we also did the interaction program with other female professions in Nepal to encourage them to apply for this fellowship. And similarly, we have also interacted with school children. Basically, here in Nepal, the school education system of government schools are really in a bad condition. So we try to intervene in that also. And this is the picture of one government school in Koteshwar, and we went there to encourage the girl students there. That science is fun and it's not that boring. And after that, it was COVID. We were in a lockdown situation. And also we did many online activities. This is the picture of a series that we organized here in Nepal about women and girls education during and after COVID-19. This is the first series we have done in 8th September with the school level principals of Kathmandu Valley, and after that we went to school principals and other related agencies after Kathmandu Valley. And then we also discussed about the university education, and after that we also went among the South Asian universities, and there we had our chief guest, Professor Jennifer Thomson as well. And this was also a very good opportunity to interact with the Asia Pacific members as well. And after that, we did similar kind of activities with school education, and then with other women societies in Nepal, and and this is the picture of especially the only one girls' school of Nepal, a government school, that we interacted, and we did the kind of MOU to change, to improve the education system there. And we also celebrate our birthday on March 2021. We cut the cake during the COVID period, so we are very few members there. And similarly, we did many kind of panel discussions on cross-cutting issues with other societies like ESORs and NEFIS. And similarly, we had a program with school teachers as well, science teacher, school students, monthly talk series. And today, especially, what we did was we had an interaction program and a panel discussion with a keynote speaker. This is the program that we did today from the morning, from the afternoon. And here we had a keynote speaker from Norway, and we have a renowned university personality, woman personality, especially the female rector of the university, female dean, and female HOD, where we discuss if we really need women university in Nepal and what are the challenges to have one, because we don't have any women university in Nepal. So this was our program of today, and some pictures is here. And now we are here in front of you listening the other national chapters. Thank you, Tonya.
Thank you, Hemo. Fantastic activities. And again, lots of interaction with the different chapters in Asia. Fantastic. Also looks like really important work that you're doing to get MOUs with different institutes and inviting keynote speakers. Thank you so much, Hemo, and thank you all of you in Nepal for all the hard work you're doing to bring women scientists together in Nepal. Now we are going over to Sri Lanka, and we have Sugandhika Suresh. Are you there? Sri Lanka? Hello, good morning, good evening. Can you put your microphone on?
For us in Colombo, So, greetings from the Sri Lanka National Chapter of OWSD based in Colombo under the umbrella of the National Academy of Sciences of Sri Lanka. So, we are a young association. We formed the Sri Lankan chapter in 2018, and we have so far about 148 members. And in parallel with the 6th General Assembly and the Conference of the OWSD, we have organized our local hub titled Sri Lankan Women in Science and Engineering Beyond Pandemics and Disasters. Apart from the COVID-19 pandemic that crippled our country, recently we have experienced some natural as well as man-made disasters. And even as I speak now, many parts of our country are underwater. So we conducted a hybrid event in collaboration with the University of Sri Jayewardenepura, which is also our venue today. And we planned our program to share the experience of eminent women scientists involved in medical, environmental, and engineering fields who have played an important role during the pandemic and the disasters we experienced. And we had a panel discussion followed by these talks. And we discussed about the significance, contribution, and the way forward for women scientists in Sri Lanka. And we had eminent panelists sharing their insights with us. So our target audience today comprised women in STEM fields who have a keen interest in taking part to shape the scientific outlook of future Sri Lanka. And our activities planned for the next 2 months include a collaborative webinar with the Malaysian National Chapter of the OWSD, and also a workshop to enhance the psychological well-being of women scientists, and also the launching of our newsletter. And the Sri Lankan National Chapter of the OWSD is committed to promote women in science in Sri Lanka so that they reach their maximum potential as well-balanced women. Finally, on behalf of the Sri Lankan chapter, I would like to convey our deep gratitude to the OWSD for providing this valuable opportunity and making our local hub happen. Thank you. Ayubowan, Vanakkam, may you have long life. And we have a very short video about our activities which we will play now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sigandika. Your film was really very much appreciated, and all the activities that you've been doing, so well organized and so effective. Thank you, Sri Lanka. So we've now completed our trip around Asia and the Pacific region. We've also been to the Arab region, we've been to Latin America, and now we are arriving in Africa, where we have the most chapters of all our regions. We have 17 national chapters, and they are in Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Cameroon, Uganda, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, Malawi, Zambia, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, and Mauritius. And we are going to hear from 7 national chapters in Africa. We just had 2 recently approved in 2021 in Benin and Uganda, and we're going to hear from Benin first of all. So over to Fernande Honfo in Benin. Are you there, Benin?
Yes, hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again. We will share our screen.
Yes, please share your screen. We can see. Can you put it on presentation mode? I think you've stopped sharing now.
Okay. Welcome to OWSD National Chapter. We note that Benin speak French. We present our apologies for our language. We can try our best English. So I want to who are we? Organization for Women in Science for the Development of World Benin National Chapter is based in the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture in Abomey-Calabar. So we have one vision. The vision is to serve as a national platform for Benin women. Our activity is to awareness program, soft skill training, mentoring program, etc. Also, the membership, now we have 7-member executive committee and 17 member officially of OWSD member. Today, we just finished our open day in Benin. Most of the participants have already left. So the type for our open day today is women leadership capacity and capability in science, technologies, energy, art, and engineering, art, and mathematics. So this is our program, a scheduling program we used to do our open days. We have 3 communication. This is the first is presentation of OWSD Benin. The second communication is sharing experience of leadership role of women scientists in Benin. And the third communication is science, technologies, and developments. We want to show you the picture. This is the room to present a communication. Another picture is the family picture. Twice all participants is there, so all is left now. today, about for participation, 31 participants took part in this conference. Who name is a big W for history. We have our operation of current executive board, the chair and vice chair, secretary, assistant secretary, treasurer, and assistant treasurer, communication officer, and auditor. Thank you for our attention. So we just present our apologize for our English. So the French is our main language. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Benin. And can we just see those lovely T-shirts that you've got on behind, that we can see you wearing there in the room? 2 people behind you have got your wonderful OWSD Benin T-shirts on. Can we see those? No. There we go. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for all the work that you're doing in Benin. And now we're going over to Botswana. Do we have Dikabo Mogopodi in Botswana? Is Botswana there? Botswana might be the one that's called Christian. If you're Botswana, can you wave?
Yes, we are here.
Where are you? Okay, great. Good to see you. Hi.
Hi. Can we share our slide?
Yes, please.
Yes, can you all see the slides?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, I'm Tamotalipula Polo, the chairperson for OWSD Botswana. So today I'm not going to give a presentation, but to appreciate the contribution of the mother body, OWSD Trieste, for sponsoring us for our project, which was very successful. And we held the meeting or the workshop today, which was graced by different diplomats, dignitaries from different institutes, and also the government. So I'll hand over to Dr. Dikabo Mogopodi, our General Secretary, who is very knowledgeable about the project and all the activities that we have been held as a national chapter. Over to you, Dr. Dikabo.
Hello, everybody. I'll be very brief. Our chapter was launched last year by the Minister of Tertiary Education, Science, Research and Technology, and we've been able to do a couple of activities. We have invited prominent women such as Professor Mamoketi, who was named by the Time magazine as one of the influential women in education. We also had Lisa Shifro, who is the chief storyteller, who's been involved with TED Talks on TED.com. And yesterday, to commemorate this, we had Dr. Phyllis of the South African Academy of Science, who trained us on science diplomacy as a way of empowering us to be strong leaders in science. Today, it was a very incredible day. We had the Permanent Secretary, Professor Nelson Toto. These are today's pictures who opened the ceremony for us. We had several dignitaries from SADC, from UNESCO, from UNDP. It was an incredible representation. And over and above that, we had many guests. We had a few male guests who came in to support us. As you can see, the gentlemen there brought quite a number of students. And then there were ladies there were also students here, as you can see, secondary school students who joined us with their teachers to hear inspiring stories from women so that the girl child can be able to relate with what we really are doing. And I also forgot to mention that in the previous year, we had Professor Geraldine Richmond, who is now the Undersecretary for the Department of Energy in United States of America. So really, this has been an incredible journey. This morning, I was interviewed on BTV, Botswana television, and there were a couple of interviews lined up. The chair also was interviewed over the radio, and we have had a huge, wide coverage, and we were also live streamed. Also, the government of Botswana shared our Facebook page so that the nation can listen in. So really, we are very grateful for this amazing opportunity. We had postgraduate students who were also very inspired. And here we are with secondary school kids because we believe that the biggest impact must be done at secondary schools. And thank you very much. I think we are done.
Thank you so much, Botswana, for those hot off-the-press photos of an event that you just did today. It sounds like that was really successful, that you managed to get all those important people to come and do such wonderful activities and enjoy yourselves at the same time. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
And we're going now over to Kenya, where Zipporah is waiting for us. Hi, Zipporah.
Hi, Tonya.
How are you?
We are very well and excited to have joined in.
It's very good to see you all again. How are you all? You've been waiting a long time too.
Yeah, so...
Tell us what you've been up to today.
So today we met earlier on around 2 p.m. and we had a midi get-together where we have actually in our midst some 2 early career fellows who are very excited that they could join us.
Hi.
Yeah, I think you can see them in the background. Yes, and we also were able to find OWSD members. Actually, all the people who have attended today are OWSD members whose contacts we got after they joined OWSD International. So it's very interesting because we are meeting for the first time, some of us, most of us. So
fantastic.
We've had a very nice networking opportunity and just sharing ideas. How can we win grants? How can we remain so active? How can we keep our research and academic careers alive? So that's basically been the whole conversation around, and I think there's been a synergy of ideas and encouragement from the senior researchers and very excited, even postgraduate students. So in total, we are around 10 of us. Should I share my screen and start the presentation?
Sure.
Okay. Can you see it?
Can see. Yes, can see very well. You can put on presentation mode.
Okay. Where is it?
Just go on the bottom, on the bottom. That's it. Keep going down. To the left. Over a bit, to the left.
Okay, do this for me.
It doesn't matter. We can still see like that. It's fine. There you go.
Okay, thank you very much. Has it?
You need to click on it. Click on it again, Zipporah.
You guys come and do it then.
It's not going. Don't worry, we can watch it just like that. It's fine.
Okay. All right then. So I'll go over what we've prepared. Okay. So hi everyone. We are the OWSD Kenya National Chapter, based in Nairobi City at the International Center of Insect Physiology and Ecology, ICIPE. We were established in August of 2014. We have a total of 363 members, out of which 16 are PhD fellows, 25 are PhD graduates, of which I'm honored to be one of, and 6 early career fellows, 2 of whom have graced to today's occasion. Today, we are gathered at the University of Nairobi, Chiromo campus to celebrate the OWSD General Assembly and international conference. Now, we've had a mini get-together of female scientists who are OWSD members. The beautiful ladies you see in the background. Can you see them? Yeah. So today was a unique opportunity that enabled a networking of younger and more experienced researchers from more than 8 universities from Kenya, most of whom got to meet for the first time. OWSD has afforded us this very rare opportunity to be united for and by a common cause, and made it possible for researchers from regions across the country to first of all know each other, and secondly, to work towards a common goal. In this way, OWSD is remarkably building a network that is bringing together women scientists who are physically so near to each other, being from the same country, yet so far away from each other due to the absence of a unifying factor. We marvel at and cherish this vision of OWSD and share in it. We have been involved in mentorship activities targeting girls, with members offering themselves to be the much needed role models that the young female scholars need. We have carved out the niche of mentoring girls in science subjects and are becoming the go-to organization whenever this activity is required. Indeed, OWSD has almost become a household name in the area of sciences and women in Kenya. Additionally, we have continued to empower ourselves through holding workshops like the one you can see right there, and networking activities for the members. Among the topics that have been discussed in our meetings are emotional intelligence, use of referencing software, and project management skills. We've also had inspiration from other senior researchers who have shared their academic and research journeys, like the one you see in the photo right there, with members who have also been part of the activities we have engaged in. Now, we also had the pleasure of organizing the OWSD Africa Regional Conference. You can see our chair there chairing a meeting animatedly while planning. And so we had the Africa Regional Conference in 2018, in which we were honored to have the OWSD coordinator right there and the OWSD president and vice president in attendance. With the guidance of the executive committee that you see right there, our chair, Dr. Patricia, vice chair, Professor Elizabeth, treasurer Emily, the vice secretary Rose, and the board members Victoria and Miriam, and I as the secretary, we will endeavor to continue with these activities with the support of members without whom we cannot achieve our objectives, and increase our penetration and cooperation with like-minded individuals, organizations, and institutions to further the cause of encouraging women and girls in science and technology. This we will do by engaging in activities and evidence-based surveys in order to have an impact on how science is viewed by policy and decision makers. This will be done with a view of focusing the gender lens on science and technology and becoming part of this conversation. We are happy to have been part of this auspicious event and look forward to many more in the future. Asante sana, that is Swahili, means thank you very much. And indeed, thank you for your kind attention. That will be it from us.
Thank you so much, Zipporah. Thank you, Kenya. A very, very clear presentation of all of the great things that you've been doing over the years, and especially also today. It's great to have you with us, Zipporah, and everybody there in Kenya. And now I think Cameroon might have turned themselves off to turn themselves on again. So I think we'll go to them probably at the end, if we can. And we'll go on to Rwanda now. Is Delphine there? Aha, this is Rwanda. Hello. Hi, Delphine. Ah, no, this is not Delphine. This is Christelle. Chantal. Hi, Chantal.
Hello, Tanya. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good to see you. Your jacket matches the back, the decoration at the back of the room. You're all red. Hi. Can't hear you so well.
Can you now?
Yes, better.
Okay. I have to approach the computer actually. So, as you can see in the background,
There's a bit of an echo, Chantal.
Maybe. Is it okay now?
Yes, that's better, yeah.
Okay. So I was saying that in the background we will see the members of OWSD National Chapter. So we have been here since morning from 9 till now. So there have been some activities going on from the morning in order to celebrate the OWSD International, also to be in the mood of the activity which has been going on since the 8th of this month. So I am not going to take so long, but I want to tell you about OWSD National Chapter. As you know, it was launched in 2018. You were there, and other people were there in March. And it was launched with Rawis, which is hosting it. So currently we are 102 members since 2018. And some are OWSD fellows, others are just member and affiliate member and friend of OWSD. So since this morning, we are celebrating under the theme called COVID-19 Challenges and Breakthrough OWSD Women Perspective. So we had some presentation in the morning from different OWSD alumni and also OWSD fellows. So they were talking about how they were challenged by COVID-19, but they didn't stop to do what they were doing. Let's say as PhDs, as career women, so, but they didn't stop, even though they were challenged. Another thing about what we talked this morning, they were said, even though COVID-19 was a challenge, OWSD International didn't stop supporting them, because even though they weren't at the host institution, like today they were present, OWSD continued to support them during those hard times. So another thing which were done this morning was the presentation of some members on the work that they're doing. So there was a poster presentation from one of physicists on the astrophysics and others on material sciences and so on. So they were like some perspective, because also we have graduate students. The one role of OWSD National Chapter is to motivate younger us to passion, because we are here because OWSD support us, but we need them also to be supported. We wanted to motivate them. So those are the things that we were doing this morning. So another thing that we are continuing doing is outreaches activity like we're doing today. So some of the girls met most of us today because they were hearing about us, but they didn't know us. So today was a good opportunity to network, and this thing is going to continue to be done. So we will be mentoring them. We will be also giving them the hints on how to apply on the OWSD and other scholarships which are shared by OWSD International. So as you know, OWSD National Chapter is hosted by Rawis, and most of the members of Rawis are the member of OWSD, and we are continuing increasing the number. We thank you so much for this opportunity, and I think it was a good opportunity to be with you the whole day, and especially this afternoon. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chantal. Thank you, Rwanda. See, you've got lots of media coverage there behind you, television cameras and photographers, and hope you have lots and lots of success in the newspapers tomorrow. It's good to see you all. Bye-bye. And now we're going over to Tanzania, I think. Hello, Tanzania. Are you there? Sarah Makango, are you there? How about Cameroon? Can you manage to, you need to turn your microphone off. That's it, try. No. Oh, we can't hear you, Cameroon. Oh, what a shame.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, we can hear you. That's fantastic.
Sorry.
Everybody in the room is clapping. Woo!
Hello. I'm going to share my slides.
Okay.
Sure.
Tanzania, we have to come back to you after Cameroon now. Can you turn your microphone off, Tanzania?
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Tanzania, but we're on to Cameroon right now. Oh no, sorry, we're not. We're on Tanzania. Okay, Cameroon.
Yes.
Cameroon, we're going back to you afterwards. Sorry about this. Okay, bye. Hi, Tanzania.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Maria, and I'll be presenting a short presentation about the Organization for Women in Science, Tanzanian chapter. So our chapter was approved in February 2019, and it was officially launched in November 2019. So it is co-hosted by the Open University of Tanzania, as well as the University of Dar es Salaam under the Institute of Gender Studies. At the moment, we have a total number of 149 members, whereby 17 are direct beneficiaries of OWSD, 5 PhD fellows, 8 PhD graduates, and 4 early career fellows. So to celebrate this General Assembly and International Conference, we organized a one-day workshop, and we had different speakers from different science fields. We had a talk on management of physical and mental health, as well as how to access funds for self-development. The theme for our workshop was the role of women in enhancing competitiveness and industrialization for society development. And this theme supports the country 5-year development plan for 2021 to 2026. So these are some of the pictures which we are taking today. And these are the members who attended the conference today. And these were the invited guests and some not speakers. So for the OWSD Tanzania chapter, our overall objective is to increase the participation and the contribution of female in STEM and related disciplines at all levels. So from inception to date, we have different achievements. At the moment, we have an active WhatsApp group whereby the members communicate. And due to the COVID-19, we were able to have events, online events, which included, we had breast cancer awareness events, as well as a talk about strengthening contribution of women in national poverty alleviation through hands-on STEM training. Also, we had a webinar which was on the role of women scientists and engineers in industrialization, and WhatsApp talk which was on the role of women scientists in finding solutions for the COVID-19 pandemic. We also do promote STEM careers through outreach programs, and this we work with secondary school students to encourage them to enroll in STEM-related subjects. So these are some of the pictures taken while we are doing those outreach programs. So our future plans are to establish more effective ways of raising funds for the chapter activities. Also, we want to increase the visibility of the chapter through social media, increasing networking events among the chapter members, as well as to increase collaborations and networking with other chapters. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much, Tanzania. Great to hear from you and hear all the great things that you've been doing over the years and also today. Thank you so much. And now, if we can, we're going to go to Cameroon. I tell you what, we'll have one more try. What we'll do is we'll get Jennifer Thomson on now. She's going to talk to us live from South Africa. And in the meantime, see if you can have one more go, see if you can get the sound back on, okay? And here's Jennifer. Okay, great. Off you go. Hi, Jennifer.
Thanks.
How are you?
Thanks. I'm very, very well. Hello, everybody. I'm Jennifer Thomson. I'm the president of OWSD, in case you didn't know. And what an extraordinary way to end this fantastic 2 weeks of meetings. I always say that the national chapters are the backbone of OWSD, and you have shown us that in spades today. What a remarkable group you are, and how amazingly innovative you have been with all the meetings today and what you've shown us that you've been doing over the past years. I mean, I'm blown away. I've always known you were fantastic, but now I just know even better that how amazing you are. And what an amazing event we've had. We started out calling it a General Assembly, and we're going to end up by calling it the Women in Science Festival, because that's precisely what it's been. It's just been amazing we've had such splendid lectures. We've had terrific discussions from far and wide, terrific posters. We had such fun wandering around the posters and chatting to the presenters. And now we've had these national chapters hub worldwide. And so much of the importance is networking, getting together, learning from each other, sharing your experiences. And if I were to thank everybody, I would be here until next week. But I do want to say a great thank you to the OWSD staff and secretariat in Trieste. Are they there?
We're going to bring the OWSD staff up on the stage.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, wave your hands at us and show us how terrific. Oh, wow. Great. Wonderful to see you. And take a bow. Let's take a bow because we are so grateful to you, and you have done a marvelous job under seriously difficult conditions, short-staffed, new people coming on board, just playing ball with us. And thank you for all your marvelous work. So, anybody want to say anything from your side?
Hi. Pwede na mula. Ano yan, so ganda kinto lang do.
Is anybody going to say something?
No, because you have to be closer to the mic.
Thank you.
Hi, Dr. Jennifer.
Hi.
Hi, from Morocco. Abidi Ilham.
Hello, can you hear us now from Cameroon?
Wow, we've got Cameroon in the room. Over to you, Cameroon.
Wow us. Come on, Cameroon.
We are so happy to be connected, finally. Hello. Everybody can hear us.
Hello, Astrid. We can hear you. Is it Astrid?
This is Randy. This is Astrid.
Hi, Astrid. Okay, now that you've got the microphone, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. We are so happy to be connected finally. Hi, Jennifer. Hi. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing good. Great. So the Cameroon National Chapter, in brief, was launched in 2019. Jennifer was here and we had a great time with her. Thank you again. We currently have 215 registered members. I think one of the things we have to do is encourage more members to register, because actively we are running over 400. And in Cameroon, we have what we call regional chapters, which we launched during the launching ceremony, because we felt that it was easier for us to carry out our activities with sub-regional chapters at different universities in different regions in Cameroon. So we have 3 active regional chapters, and we have representatives from those regional chapters who are with us here today, and whom we had a workshop in the morning. So our workshop basically, it was a short program where we had the regional chapter representatives. So the president from each representation gave a rundown of their activities. And even with COVID, we've been able to do a lot. We've been able to do outreach in secondary schools where we exchange with these students. We give them, we try to motivate them, to follow career in sciences. And a lot of them, even though they are recurrent, they want to be doctors. A lot of them want to be doctors. A lot of the ladies want to be engineers. We try to tell them what they need to do to be able to pursue a career in the sciences. What kind of subjects can they choose? What kind of, following can they engage in at this early age to be able to pursue a career in sciences later on? And I will tell you, we had a scientific day sometime in June, where we were so impressed by the activities that were presented by young girls from secondary schools. They showed us how to make wine. They had invented machines to easily place wine. They showed us how there were some machines they invented to easily grind corn. Yes. So we even though we are in science, we were still able to be impressed by the activities that these young ones are doing. So a lot of our activities go towards encouraging them. And in terms of the women who are doing sciences who are already at the level of the university, we do have, we've organized several Zoom meetings online because of COVID. We couldn't do it in person, where we tackle some topics as how to balance your career, how to write a good research proposal, how to get scholarship, how to get in contact with a potential supervisor if you're applying for a scholarship. So that's basically a rundown of our activities. The workshop that we had today, we had a presentation from our president, who just stepped out, where she tried to talk to us about career-life balance, because science is great, but how do you integrate that into your personal life, into your family life? And from my experience, she really did give us a lot of tips on how to balance that. And we also had a very interesting discussion session, which we all shared our views, because each of us have a story. So we shared our views among us, and it was a really, really good experience for us. I'll also end by saying that our national chapter is hosted by the University of Yaoundé 1, and they have given us a lovely office, a very lovely office. The rector was here through his representative in the morning session for the workshop, and they were also so impressed because they saw the activities that we carry at the level of the region in trying to encourage young girls to do sciences. So thank you very much. We are all happy to be here. Please, can we all say hello?
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's great that you were able to talk to us in the end. It was well worth waiting for. I think we've we've come to the end also of our long day here, which started in the morning with some fantastic speeches from lots of different people from Trieste in Italy, and we've had a really fantastic day, and it's been really wonderful to see you all. We have so many people to thank, in particular the OWSD team here based in Trieste at the Secretariat, who are still here in this room after this long day. They really have all been fantastic, and we're all going to go and have a party now. And the TWAS colleagues and the IEP colleagues, and Jennifer has been the most amazing Master of Ceremonies. Very appreciated. Your enthusiasm and your commitment are really amazing, Jennifer. We really appreciate you. And the executive board members have been fantastic. All the fellows, all the members out there that have been commenting all the way through these days. We've had such a fantastic time. We must also absolutely thank the Underline team who created the conference platform and have been incredibly professional, and everything has worked superbly, and we really appreciate they've been fantastic. And also here in Trieste, we've had these wonderful technicians who are here in the back of the room, and I only know Marco's name, I don't know anybody else, sorry about that, but they've been really fantastic too, and have given us this very professional setup that we've seen this afternoon with all the national chapters from around the world. So that's all I have to say. I think I'll leave the last word to Jennifer.
Well, go safely wherever you're going to leave your the hub that you're at. Thanks for everything, and see you next time at the next Women in Science Festival. Yay! Thanks so much. Bye now.
Bye. Let's say bye again to the Kanye. Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Yes, Amanda.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.